this is my truth. This was my experience. Everybody's gonna have different opinions. I saw Kyle Larson, who I love so much and is such a good friend. And he was like, Martin's like probably the most respected guy in the garage. And it's like, okay, that's their experience. I'm not saying that's wrong. You can't say mine's wrong either.
Hey there, racing fans! Today, we're diving deep into the exhilarating journey of one of NASCAR's most iconic female figures. Danica Patrick, the trailblazing force in motorsport, has left an indelible mark on the racing world. From heated rivalries on the racetrack, especially with frenemy Denny Hamlin, to a journey of self-discovery beyond the checkered flag, her story is one of triumph, controversy, and personal growth. Patrick's outspoken nature has often landed her in hot water, but she remains unapologetic about speaking her truth, regardless of the backlash. We shed light on the recent comments and unfiltered views of Danica Patrick on drivers such as Denny Hamlin, with whom her brawl dates back to 2015 and more. Buckle up as we explore the highs, the lows, and everything in between. Before that, do subscribe to the channel and newsletter. Everyone in the NASCAR world knows Danica Patrick is a name synonymous with speed, power, and controversy. From her achievements on the track to her unapologetic honesty of it, she's a force to be reckoned with. Despite the setbacks, Danica Patrick's racing career soared to new heights. She broke barriers and shattered stereotypes, becoming a role model for aspiring female racers around the world. From junior formula racing to the IndyCar series, Danica's determination and skill propelled her to success. Her historic win at the 2008 Indy Japan 300 remains a testament to her talent and perseverance. Winning that pole at the Daytona 500, standing on that podium in victory lane, those are unforgettable moments. But behind the wheel, Patrick faced her own battles too, from driver confrontations, feeling the pressure of media scrutiny to grappling with disappointing race results. She's seen it all. Moreover, Danica Patrick's career wasn't without its controversies, as she also faced intense rivalries and on-track altercations with fellow drivers. In a recent candid interview with NASCAR veteran Kenny Wallace, Danica Patrick finds herself in the midst of controversy once again. She did not miss her chance and spoke on Denny Hamlin's racing style and the recent scrutiny surrounding his victory at Richmond Raceway. Hamlin's victory at Richmond Raceway has stirred up quite a debate among fans and experts. While some question the legitimacy of his win, others praise his skill behind the wheel. But regardless of the outcome, it's clear that Denny's aggressive racing style has sparked controversy once again.
Denny Hamlin, I've watched you chew his out, which was awesome. It was just good for you because
Great TV.
You were standing your ground too. When you see Denny Hamlin, I know you're not oblivious. Denny Hamlin has said, okay, I like this. I'm a bad guy now. I'm going to talk a bunch of crap. And now he's winning more. He just won Bristol. He just won. Tell me about what you think Denny Hamlin's doing right now.
I think he's a total on the track, like total. Like he's pissed off so many people. Not as many as like Joey Logano, let's say, but
who's worse, Denny or Joey? But
yeah,
no.
Good question. They both have some enemies, but I think Joey has more. But and I had issues with both of them.
Denny playing the bad guy is appropriate.
Anybody on the inside, I feel like a lot of people that are going to listen know the sport pretty well and know the personalities pretty well. And Denny's one of the most seasoned that's been in the series for a long time. Denny can be a handful off track, like that's been exposed in different situations. Like I'm so happy to see him happy now and engaged to Jordan and the family and everything. But like, he hasn't been the most perfect human being. And I would think he'd admit that. And on track, he can, I think he's more fair than a lot, but I've always actually had a pretty decent time on track with him, other than these moments where it just feels like he, just pushes too hard, and doesn't leave room for error. And so I don't think he's not as bad as some, but he's definitely, he's aggressive. I think he waits for his moment a little later. I don't think he's the kind of driver that's like, he's not doing it from the beginning just to do it. I think he does wait a little bit. He's a little bit more of the end of the race for a reason kind of guy.
So he's strategic is what you're saying.
I think so. Yeah. I can't totally Debbie down his entire strategy, but my very aggressive experience with him at Daytona felt a little out of place, which is why I was so mad.
Yeah.
Because he took me out in practice. He was getting so close to me, spun me basically on the end of the back straightaway. And that kind of stuff was totally unnecessary.
Their frenemy relation goes way back to her driving days, and Danica Patrick's rivalry with Denny Hamlin was the stuff of legends. From intense on-track altercations to heated arguments off the track, these two drivers kept fans on the edge of their seats. The infamous clash between Danica and Denny during the 2015 Daytona 500 is etched in NASCAR history. During Daytona Speed Weeks, tensions between Hamlin and Patrick reached a boiling point. It all started with a practice wreck, followed by a heated altercation during the Daytona duel race. It was a clash that NASCAR fans would never forget. It was a moment of frustration for Danica, as the competition was at the highest level, and the emotions were running high. And guess who had Danica's back? Tony Stewart.
What are you doing?
Danica,
Seriously! You did the same thing in practice. You did the same thing.
I did not
You get
touch
on my
you.
left rear and it spins me out. You did the same
Tighten it
thing.
up, Danica.
Tighten what up?
Listen,
Nobody else left
listen to
me
me.
with a problem
Nobody
out there.
has your back like I have. Stop.
I
Listen
would've
to me.
thought so.
Listen
Danny,
to me.
I
But I
would've
can't
thought so.
give
Here.
Absolutely. You were loose entering the corner, so you went up the racetrack.
Because you were...
Danica.
It happened twice. The same person, the same way.
But guess what? I didn't
Same
hit you
person,
either
same
time.
way.
I didn't hit you either time.
Well, then apparently you don't have to actually hit me. I like you, Denny. You're my
I
friend.
know. You're my.
I don't
get
understand.
it. I get it. What should I
It
do?
just means don't be up my on my left corner again.
So don't get close to you with
You did
3
it in
laps
the
to go.
straightaway, and then you did it in the corner that time.
Tony, I never touched her. I never touched her. What do you want me to do?
You'd
Not
watch
run
the video.
close?
You'd watch the video of it.
Do you not want me to run close?
You just don't need to get
mean,
so
you know,
close
come
that
on,
it
man.
turns me.
Eventually, both Patrick and Hamlin made amends, highlighting the camaraderie and sportsmanship within the racing community.
Do you think doing all the work that you've done, going back in time, you would have crashed me as many times as you did?
Be honest with you, I did not crash you at all since
Stop it!
these things happened. But
You
yeah,
totally
I
crashed
did.
me like
I was a
3
little
times in a
aggressive.
week.
I know. I was a little aggressive for sure. But usually when I crash my friends, it's only because I'm trying to help. But
That's definitely. I'm glad you just dumped my primary car, my backup, and then had to go to another backup for the Daytona
Well,
500. That was what I
know.
was planning too.
Trust me, the second one, I think it was during the duel when you crashed. I hadn't even thought about the fact that she's got to race for, she's not locked in. She has to get in. And so I'm like, oh no, I'm just praying the whole time that race is going on. I totally put out of my mind what my result was going to be that day. I'm like, please let her make the race.
In the same interview with Wallace, during a candid revelation, Danica Patrick opened up about her feelings towards Martin Truex Jr., shedding light on their tumultuous relationship both on and off the track. While she accepted she doesn't like him, she pointed out that Martin Truex Jr.'s racing tactics rubbed her the wrong way. In her opinion, it was his aggressive driving style and lack of respect on the track. Patrick also did not hold back her thoughts on her comment after Truex Jr.'s partner, Sherry Pollock's death, on how he treated her.
And then I never liked the relationship with, that he had. I always thought that he just could have done a better job with Sherry. So, I know I caught a lot of flack for that not long ago, but the person on track from the person off track, they're all you, like for Joey, I actually got along with Joey off track just fine. And so I can't say, oh, you're a nice guy, but then no, you're not. I don't see everyone every weekend. I don't have to worry about, this is my truth. This was my experience. This is also some of my opinions, and everybody's going to have different opinions. I saw after the race, Kyle Larson, who I love so much and is such a good friend. And he was like, Martin's probably the most respected guy in the garage. And it's like, okay, that's their experience. I'm not saying that's wrong. You can't say mine's wrong either.
When you said, I'm not a big fan of Martin Truex, the way he treated Sherry at the end of her life, you felt strongly.
Tell me bad stories, and you want to know what? Everyone texted me and said you said what we wanted to say. All I'm going to say, I'm not going to name a single name in my whole life, but all I'm going to say is that plenty of people were like, go girl, you got more balls than I do.
Right, and you do.
Her recent comments about both Denny Hamlin and Martin Truex Jr. caused quite a stir in the NASCAR community. What are your thoughts on it? Do share in the comments. And there you have it, folks. Honest and unfiltered words from Danica Patrick. From her fierce rivalries to her groundbreaking achievements, she's left an indelible mark on the world of motorsport. Beyond the controversies and clashes, Danica Patrick's racing career has been a testament to her resilience and determination to break barriers in a male-dominated sport. What do you think about her comments on Denny Hamlin or Martin Truex Jr.? Do share with us in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button, share and subscribe for more exclusive insights and behind-the-scenes content from your favorite racing icons. Until next time, keep the conversation going on, lucky dog on track.